Okay, here we go. This video starts on my Facebook page. I'm going to scroll us down to look at a post I put in recently where I was explaining that I had been shadow banned on YouTube for putting in a particular kind of comment or a particular specific comment. This is the video we're going to right now in YouTube that I made called Shadow Banned on YouTube, and it basically demonstrates what it looks like to be shadow banned, what it means. It's not, I can see my own comments, but other people can't see my comments that are on other people's videos. So I go and make a video on ABC News video, I make a comment on it, and people can't see it. But it seems to me that I can see it because I'm logged in. And if I log out, I can't see it either. So I made this video about that. And I found out after trying some more today that it was more like one specific comment that I was making that YouTube didn't like. And this is pretty much what that is here. It might have gotten flagged for being put on a various number of times. And then even though I changed it, it still was being identified and not being allowed. Yet smaller comments, also with numbers, were allowed. Let me see if I have one here. Here's one. I put this one on, and this one was allowed today, where at the same time when I put this other one on here, the longer one, it was still not allowed to be on, and it was being shadow banned in the same way. I wasn't told this is violating anything. And basically, what I'm going to do today is, because YouTube has motivated me now to make a video where I'm going to read to you this comment, which is the prohibited comment. So we're going to go here to the text of that, and we're also I'm going to go through and show you what it's all about. So I would find a video on YouTube and that had to do with the coronavirus, because this is what this is all about. And they would say their propaganda, and then people would start making their comments, and mine would be, meanwhile, here are some basic facts to put things into a balanced perspective. Today's worldwide population is 7.69 billion people. It's a lot of people. And I've got a graph below that I've made recently which tries to show that. Unfortunately, this scale needs to be larger and longer way up here, so these measurements aren't just little flat stains down here. So maybe I'll do that another day in Excel, because I used an online quick and dirty program to do that. So we've got a worldwide population of 7.69 billion. Then we look at today's worldwide total death count, January to March, from all causes of deaths, is 15 million or so. 15 million people out of 7.69 billion died in the last 3 months, January to March. Then we have today's featured worldwide cause of death from January to March, over which you needn't panic, and there are various ones. I chose today respiratory. 1.4 million people who died January to March from respiratory related illnesses, and not the coronavirus, by the way. And here's the link I have with that. So that takes us here. World Life Expectancy World website. And this is based on World Health Organization stats, and it shows you the world population, the world deaths we're talking about, and then these other kinds of deaths. And we have cancer here, we have tuberculosis, poisonings even. I mean, more people die of poisonings than the coronavirus. This is ridiculous. So let's get back. So then the idea is to compare this. We want to put things in perspective, which is what a graph like this is about. So we're going to compare that to today's worldwide coronavirus caused, quote unquote caused, because we don't really know if those deaths are actually directly caused by this virus, or if they're associated with the virus were people who died of another condition. So you got January to March deaths of supposed coronavirus caused deaths, of which you are dutifully expected to be in a full panic. 56,629 or so. And this is among the world's unprecedented, oldest population ever recorded, most on the verge of dying from some pre-existing illness and old age anyway. So here's the link that goes to that. And these are the stats here that you can look at yourself. And we have a link to a website that just shows percentage of population 65 years and older. Oh, Italy, the poster child for the coronavirus, Italy is in the top 4. Still comparing. So today's estimated worldwide coronavirus infected, that's January to March, reported cases, plus 4 times more estimated light or asymptomatic not reported cases. Why would we add those up? Because that's the reality of people who are infected. At least 4 times more people don't go to the hospital, don't have symptoms that are severe enough to make them go to a hospital, even with all the hysteria mongering. This article here talks about that, the misleading arithmetic of COVID-19 death rates. So you get 5.32 million people, more or less, who today should be infected. Not more or less, probably much more actually. So we're being very conservative using the idea that 80% of the cases don't get reported, as is reported in this article here. Then we get today's approximate worldwide coronavirus death rate. So you take the number of deaths and you divide it by the total of people who could be infected, and you get 1%. 1% of all the people infected can die. Huh, that's significant, but it's not huge and alarming, or is it? The thing is, though, as all the number goes up, this number will be going down, 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 even more. And then you have today's worldwide cases in serious condition. In the whole globe, all you have is 39,000 people at best. That's only 0.72% of all cases reported and not reported. If I'm doing my math right, and I think I am. So what you've got is a big overblown panic about a very dubious virus situation. You've got millions or billions of people who are misinformed, suffering from the media deep state induced big brother driven hysteria. This is what I'm saying in my comment. And today's misappropriated public funds that could have been better spent to prevent many more preventable causes of death and not bail out parasitic corporations is in the trillions. So I end by saying, take a look around to see who is cunningly using this exaggerated crisis to further their pet cause, up their viewer ratings, receive billions in crisis-related subsidies and bailout money, impose martial law, and generate political capital. And here's another link talking about, does the coronavirus pandemic serve a global agenda? These are valid questions. And then I end by the comment would say you can easily check the numbers yourself daily and see how the trend is going. And here's the graph again. You can't see anything in the bars there, so I gotta improve that someday. but you've got a huge world population, you've got a world deaths of 14 plus million, and you've got coronavirus, supposed coronavirus deaths, 52,000. Why do I say supposed? Well, let me see if I got something else to show about this. Okay. How about this comment? How truthfully are they counting the fatalities that are actually caused by the C virus versus fatalities that are merely associated with it? According to Professor Walter Riccardi, scientific advisor to the Italian health minister, quote, only 12% of death certificates have shown a direct causality from coronavirus. Yet in statistics, quote, all the people who die in hospitals with the coronavirus are deemed to be dying of the coronavirus. And here's the source document for that. Why have so many coronavirus patients died in Italy? The country's high death toll is due to an aging population, overstretched health system, and the way fatalities are reported. The way they're reported. That should be very important to people who want to know the truth about things. There's a lot more being discussed about that online if you can find it, if it's not being censored by YouTube. So back down here again to the image. You've got the numbers next to each other. Unfortunately, like I said, I have to apologize for the graph, but the numbers are laid out at least so you can see. U.S. population, 333 million. Deaths in a 3-month period are 726,000. And you've got less than, or about 6,000 now, supposed coronavirus-related deaths. And we're supposed to be all in a panic about this, destroy the economy, lose our jobs and our freedoms for that.